This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Monday, January 6th, 2025. I'm Alex Brown. An ongoing lawsuit between the parent of the Kokomo Jackrabbits and the city of Kokomo has caused the baseball team to cancel its 2025 season. In a statement posted to Facebook, the team said legal matters beyond its control led to the decision, and questions remain for the foreseeable future. The city filed suit in October against Kokomo Baseball LLC, alleging the team did not properly renew its lease for Kokomo Municipal Stadium, a claim the team disputes. A ruling in Howard County Circuit Court could come by the end of this month. Regardless, the legal situation forced the Kokomo Jackrabbits to withdraw from the Northwoods League's 2025 summer season, the schedule for which has already been released. Nippon Steel and U.S. Steel have filed a federal lawsuit challenging the Biden administration's decision to block a proposed nearly $15 billion deal for Nippon to acquire Pittsburgh-based U.S. Steel. The suit, filed Monday in the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia, alleges that it was a political decision and violated the company's due process. In a separate lawsuit filed in the U.S. District Court for the Western District of Pennsylvania on the same day, the companies accused steelmaking rival Cleveland-Cliffs and its CEO, Lourenço Goncalves, in coordination with David McCall, the head of the U.S. Steelworkers Union, of engaging in a coordinated series of anti-competitive and racketeering activities to block the deal. Longtime Indiana University Health Administrator Dr. Ryan Nagy, who helped guide plans to replace the aging Methodist and University hospitals in downtown Indianapolis, is leaving for a new leadership position at Boston Children's Hospital. Nagy, the Metro Region President for IU Health, who joined IU Health 13 years ago, was also interim president of Riley Children's Health. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
To succeed, you need to stay informed. You need to be engaged. And let's face it, you need to set yourself apart from the rest by connecting with a company that brings you the best. Because in today's environment, business is an ever-moving target, and we'll help you chase it. IBJ Media. The best of business is in us. Get started at ibjmedia.com/youngprofessional.
Plans for a former furniture factory near downtown Evansville could be moving forward this year. Our partners at WEHT-TV report officials hope to begin work in earnest to transform the Cargis building into workforce housing this spring. Plans call for transforming the historic building on Maryland Street into the 150-unit Cargis Lofts complex, with a portion of units being set aside for households making between 60 and 120% of the area median income. Colby Jackson, executive director of the Evansville Department of Metropolitan Development, told WEHT that the project will help address a growing need for housing in the city.
I think in for sale and in rental housing, we have about a little bit above 2,000 unit gap for sale and in rental housing. So a total of about 4,000 approximately across all housing. I'm excited for the work that the administration is doing to help close that housing gap, and I'm going to do whatever it is I can to help facilitate getting those developments moving forward. I would anticipate maybe early spring. You might see a little bit more movement on the project. Like I said, it's going to depend on the developer and where they are with things.
The project was previously estimated to cost about $37 million. Some funding is coming from federal historic rehabilitation tax credits, tax increment financing, and a $3.7 million grant from the state's Regional Economic Acceleration and Development Initiative. Indianapolis Colts owner Jim Irsay insists he's as frustrated as the team's fans are about a fourth consecutive playoff absence. He's just not ready to start over. About 4 hours after the Colts completed their season with a 26-23 overtime victory over the Jacksonville Jaguars, Irsay ended any speculation about possible offseason changes by announcing in a letter to fans that longtime general manager Chris Ballard and second-year coach Shane Steichen would return next season. The decision stops, for now, the speculation fueled by another disappointing finish that a major offseason overhaul could be coming to the Colts in 2025. Hoosiers interacting with the 2024 housing market likely encountered much of the same narratives that have become commonplace in the post-COVID landscape: high mortgage rates and a historically low number of listings, leading to a moderate increase in prices. Despite that, preliminary data from the Indiana Association of Realtors shows home sales in 2024 dipped only half a percentage point from 2023, with roughly 76,000 homes closed on. CEO Mark Fisher predicts 2025 will see much of the same in Indiana.
It was a tough year for our members because of those constrained supplies and elevated prices. And depending on where interest rates go this year, we may see something very similar in 2025.
One sign of good news for buyers is a slight increase in homes on the market. The association says approximately 12,500 homes were listed for sale on a typical day in 2024, up from 11,000 average daily listings in 2023. Governor Eric Holcomb is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.